All right, Tuesday night I got here, and it's probably going to be a quiet night, and that's okay with me. I am initially doing some repetitive tapping on my phone just to do a thing. Which one of them is that? Got to tap on another thing. Why didn't it do that thing? Damn it. All right. Tap on that thing. Oh, yeah, that made that thing happen. I'm just making things happen with pixels on a little screen, dedicating time for something that, in a very real sense of the phrase, does not exist. There's too much room over my head. What are we doing here? Let's do that. Hey, Justin, how you doing? And Heini, yes, you're still there too. Just doing the repetitive. What are we going to coffee dispenser? That's that one. Do that. Ooh, gotta love some repetitive tapping for no real reason. Okay, that one's done. Russian dispenser. Is this one? All right, okay. Okay, that's maxed out, and that's maxed out, and that's really still going. Okay. Oh, I went for an interview with DFAT. Oh, wow, I bet that's a drawn-out process. What was it like being interviewed by them? I did some contract. I think the first ever contract work I did was for DFAT, and it probably had a different name because it was in the 90s. No government department keeps their name that long. Although maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Was developing their intranet, their global intranet, when those things were still kind of new. It's going to be like the third iteration of it because it really wasn't working, what they'd had up to that point. Kind of interesting process. Working for a big government, federal government department in the early days of the internet, where the senior public servants didn't know a goddamn thing about technology. Tried to use a mouse like a remote control. All right, just the same as other interviews. I have to admit, when I first said that, I initially thought of defense, which would be very drawn out. Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, not so much. But I imagine it could still be a whole thing, you know, the way they are sometimes. I gotta do interviews, I don't know, next month. Good Lord. So just to get completely bogus ads that just always does my head in. We're blatantly fraudulent ads on social media. It's like, you fuckers take any responsibility. So that's going to be code. If you're going overseas, that's who you're working for, but you wouldn't be able to officially confirm it. A nudge is as good as a wink to a blind bat. I just came back from having dinner with my offspring, and I don't think I have the mindset or the energy to even do cocktail videos tonight. So I'm just going to chill. It's going to be chill. We're going to chill and talk about the weather. Whether or no, going to win the lotto. And drink some eggnog. That's not the best eggnog I've ever made, but I kind of go through phases of how much I like it. But it's almost gone, which isn't just an excuse to make more eggnog, which is just a fun process. Yeah. Wouldn't be sent to the USA. Would they see that as a potential conflict of interest? I don't know. Okay, that's that repetitive tapping done. Kind of tempted to do the Simpsons one as well, but with the sound up, so there's just all random Simpsons sound bites to do sometimes. Because I don't know. Even though it's been 20 years since I've really been into the Simpsons, I still have a soft spot for them. They're not real. The Simpsons isn't it. It's a show. It's not real people. Hope I didn't disillusion anyone. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make random Simpsons noises happen. It's not quite a soundboard, but... Oh, right. Because with DFAT, they want people to have diplomatic immunity, but you can't have diplomatic immunity if you're a citizen there. Ah, see? There you go. Learn something tonight. Whenever diplomatic immunity gets mentioned, I think of the South African bad guys in Lethal Weapon 2, when the chief bad guy shoots Mel Gibson and claims diplomatic immunity, and he holds up his well, I guess it's his diplomatic passport, and goes, diplomatic immunity. And Danny Glover shoots him. He says, it's been revoked. I think we've had this discussion before. The diplomatic immunity thing is not as all-encompassing as some people like to believe, although it can get very difficult. Like, if someone in the mission commits a serious crime, it's kind of a given they'll get handed over for investigation and prosecution. But you know, I just fucking park anywhere. That's the classic. Just park anywhere. Fuck paying the fines. I just going, just playing music. It only plays music for a while. And I just suddenly thought, man, I hope that's not copyright music. I don't want to get content matched. Don't want to get the old content match because it's arbitrary and unreliable. So I am in almost definitely a fit of overcaution, turning the volume down. Want the music to go away. All right, I'm gonna tap a couple times and then see if the music's gone away. No, it hasn't actually. I can still hear it. But might just chill out for it. Hey Pat, how you doing? Been to any movies this week? Because I have. I used to do it much more regularly. Not as regularly as Pat, but once every month or two, go to see a movie. COVID changed all that. I just went to the cinema for the third or fourth time since the start of COVID. So it's just okay. I think the music stopped. All right, now I'm just going to play Simpsons sound bites because I'm easily amused. And all right. Good. So you got to look me Discord. I might do that in a minute, Pat. I'm just doing some foolish repetitive tapping. No, what the fuck is that? Things doing a thing I don't want. Don't do things I don't want. Is that everyone? Kent Brockman? Uh-huh. It's Apu. Oh, that's a whole lot of characters on one go. All right, just for you, Pat. I'm going to look at the disc. What did you put on the Discord? Oh, you went to see Godzilla Kong, the New Empire? How did you rate Godzilla Kong, the New Empire? Kong with brass knuckles. I've seen the trailers. Because I watch a stupid amount of trailers on YouTube. Just quite like watching trailers, actually. What are we doing? Gets best movie rating. Well, I went and saw Furiosa on Saturday night, and I think I can give it best movie rating too. So very entertaining. In many ways, quite different to Fury Road, which I think is a good thing. Why was that random noise so loud? I think it's too loud now. Okay, so Godzilla Kong's cool. No, Furiosa's good. If you haven't seen it yet, Pat, I reckon you might rate it best movie if you went and saw it. Because I thought it was pretty good. Ooh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Kong Godzilla. Yeah, you got it from the Hitman's mouth. I mean, the definitely not Hitman's mouth. 10 out of 10 for Kong Godzilla. I have to admit, I'm probably going to wait till that one is free on a streaming service. I do not doubt your rating, but I don't go to the movies very often, so probably not going to go for that. I might go for Deadpool and Wolverine. Might. Ooh, my dinner just came back on me. I just burped. And it tasted like teriyaki chicken, which is what I had for dinner. Dang. Lucky this isn't smell-o-vision. I don't think that burp would have been particularly good. Nelson. Yep, I just tapped the wrong button, but that's okay. No sleep lost over that. It's not very important. It is not really important what little pixels do well. You'll end up ending a Blu-ray. Well, I've got Blu-ray of Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I do have a soft spot for the Deadpool movies. I don't care how uncool that makes me. I really don't care much for people who are snobby about movies anyway. I mean, having said that, there's a whole bunch of things I'll be reasonably snobby about movies, but I'm not going to make a big scene about it, do a 4-hour YouTube video essay on why I'm better than everyone who likes a particular shitty movie. If someone's foolish enough to ask me, I'll tell them I think their taste in movies is shitty. But I'll let people have their thing. Pat, I am doing fairly well, thank you, and I hope you're doing well. Hope things are okay in Pat world. Okay, what do we got here? All right, do a bit more tapping. All the little sound effects. Oh, come on, fuck it. It's just giving me grief. Just trying to tap and make sounds come out. Not all the little characters make a noise. A lot of them do, like this little Ned Flanders. It just reminded me there's like a death metal band where they all dress like Ned Flanders. The band's called Oakley Dokley. Oh, good. The music started up again. I don't want to get content matched. Damn it. I was just doing meaningless tapping to get sound bites. Why are you giving me a hard time? Stupid phone. Lenny. Just keep this stuff rolling. I don't know what else is happening in the world apart from various best movies and me doing repetitive tapping. Selma and Patty. Actually, I decided I quite like that eggnog. If it dilutes a bit, I think diplomatic immunity can sensibly use to bring prescription medication that you personally use that's legal in Australia or other country would be illegal. I would say yes would probably be the answer to that. You'd have your prescription medicine in a diplomatic bag and it wouldn't get opened by customs. I would suspect you are correct in that. Again, not an expert. So you'd be a damn fool if you used me for legal advice. Honestly, if you use me for legal advice and get in trouble, you kind of deserve it for listening to me. But, it's a whole thing. God, it's still playing the music. Why is it playing the music? I mean, it's so innocuous. I don't think it'd get content matched, but the whole content match system is fucked. And doesn't allow for fair use or any number of other things. It's fucked, man. It's fucked. World's fucked, man. Everything was okay until the world got fucked. I don't know who I'm pretending to be there. Just randomly complaining about everything. But sometimes that's how I do. I just be complaining. I think the music stopped again. Did. So I can just play sound bites again. Okay, that might be too loud, but I don't know. Don't actually know. It's Kirk Van Houten. Millhouse's dad.
I'm pathetic.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Kiss the gentle hands of your son. My place is in the scullery. I'm not comfortable being this close to me.
It's a libertarian hillbilly.
No receipt, no return.
The wise guy. To say, I don't know what his name is, but if I tap on him, it'll tell me. No, he's the wise guy. I thought that was his name. There you go. My Simpsons lore is not bad. Although, because I do this silly mindless tapping so often, I should know. Have I seen the latest in the British election? Oh, yeah. I was having this conversation with Mrs. Angry. It's unfathomable why the Tories have said they're going to do compulsory national service. What the fuck? It's really incomprehensible. That's only going to be popular with an extremely tiny section of the population. It's going to actively work against them, as if things weren't already actively working against them. So, but no, they're trying to appease someone, or it's just a fuck you. It's an extraordinarily weird policy to announce. It just kind of says, we don't want to win. One of those things where you think, man, if I was in the back room where they were having this secret discussion to do this demonstrably stupid thing, it could well be a fascinating. Sorry, just a mishmash of Duff Band quotes there. Oh, I tell you, I think it's. I got the hiccups and burps, and taste of my dinner keeps coming back. It's a mix of teriyaki chicken and gyoza that I had. I think I've already said it once. I'm going to say it again. You're lucky this isn't smell-o-vision. I don't think these are going to be particularly nice burps, quite honestly. Frankie the Squealer. I can't help it. I just like squealing. It makes me feel big. It's something he usually says, and he didn't then, so I decided to say it. It's like 400 of these little characters to tap. It takes a while. You know.
Would you like to play again?
Oh, Lee Carvello.
I suggest a putter.
The Lee Carvello's putting challenge from classic season 1 or 2 episode. where Bart gets busted shoplifting.
It's just
Leopold, the rather insane assistant to Superintendent Chalmers.
Very different.
Oh, just putting out random noises all the time. Clicks are obviously the ones who don't have a sound bite. Which I don't know. I don't know, maybe close to half of them don't have a sound bite? It's from one of the Christmas decorations, you'd probably guess. Sleigh bells jingling. Yeah, this is essentially Farmville, if anyone has that long a memory.
Totally wasted.
Snake.
Dude, that's harsh. Wow! It's like $2 an hour.
Spotty
Yes,
teenager. Squeaky voice teen.
A job. My parents will be so proud.
Coyote. More versions of Lisa. Guy with a shotgun. Crazy Fuck Love. Again, from a somewhat classic episode. Yes, Mrs. Angry was born in England. She moved here 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And I don't think she's a British citizen anymore. She's an Australian citizen. Although I wouldn't swear to that. I mean, she has an Australian citizenship. I don't know if she's got the dual citizenship going on. The thing that messed up all the politicians for a while. I love this Paul Lind impersonation.
Get 'em, Scouts. Don't be afraid to use your nails, boys.
It's
And here's a picture of me getting arrested for indecent exposure. The most embarrassing day of my life.
My name is Sebastian Koch.
Sebastian Koch from this monorail episode. No, I don't think she votes. Like, I don't think she's a UK citizen anymore. I could check with her, but I think yeah, that's one of the aliens.
You made me swallow my gum.
That's Kang.
You're really mad. You.
The other identical one, Kodos. Dredrick Tatum, the Mike Tyson parody.
Why are we fighting?
Stampy the elephant. Yeah, Justin, for all I know, she specifically renounced the citizenship.
Let's crack some civilian skulls. Where my weekend of police training kicks in.
Can't give you a conclusive answer. She might have had to renounce citizenship. Good job. Legs, the mafia guy. Principal Dondelinger, Homer's high school principal. Oh, yes. How many politicians found that out in the last, was it 5 years that was happening? That was such a shit show.
Stop that.
Superintendent Chalmers.
Seems beneath me, but sure, I'll be. For a ride with me and my mobile command.
It's the G.I. Joe parody from the Barbie episode, the Barbie parody. Malibu Stacy. But yeah, the whole, I don't know, citizenship thing is, again, the idea that people ran for parliament and just on their say-so that they weren't a citizen of somewhere else, and there wasn't actually a procedure where they were vetted, is fucking stupid. Don't ever let anyone tell you any country is being run by the best and brightest, because it fucking isn't. Politicians are morons, at least as much as the average person. They just get to power by, well, wanting power, essentially. Fucking morons who cling to this idea of meritocracy. Okay, that's weird. I'm sure I did that one. I think they changed some of these sound bites in an update. It's the Gautama Buddha. Weird. But yeah, it's where you can get into a whole thing with citizenship and politicians and stupid rules and stupid politicians and whatnot. Remember when that happened? Normal everyday people did some digging, found out they were dual citizenships. Yeah, because if you had no association of the country of your parents' birth, it's almost like, well, why the fuck would you look into what stupid fucking rules they have? So well, some of these sound effects are really loud. Like a flamethrower. Fuck you. It's Krusty's dead. Does he say something? Apparently not. For some reason, I think it's a goose. One of Homer's gay roommates. Santa. Grandpa Simpson as Winter. Old Man Winter. All right. Good. Much as I'm mildly amusing myself with sound bites, meaning if I could rush through them. I need some ice because I kind of fucked up. I was going to have the eggnog in a glass without ice. Put in my ice glass, but now, because of the residue, I need to get... God, maybe I'll just get more eggnog. I've decided it's yummy.
I'm gonna want you to meet my crew. Let's got some yum-yums.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous how long this can take. This repetitive typing. US citizenship is probably the worst to be a dual citizen because of tax laws. Not that I don't think he was a citizen of the US. I remember when Paul Hogan got into serious tax trouble because he was telling the US IRS that he was paying tax in Australia, and he's telling the Australian tax office he was paying tax in America. And because it worked a couple of times, he did that classic mistake of thinking this will work forever, and it didn't. Oh yes, Heine, this is tapped out. Simpsons tapped out. I'm just for some mindless entertainment, making Simpsons sound bites.
Who's to say this didn't happen? Who's to say? And
Chaz Busby.
my Broadway show, Crap Like This.
It's my favorite one. I haven't seen crap like this since my Broadway show, Crap Like This.
Keep it up, kid. You got something.
You'll never take down Big Ballet. Never. Gelatinous Homer?
Some way to turn my problem into a positive for the community. I used to think these shirts were just for fat slobs. You're right. Starting tomorrow, no bread before dinner.
Good Lord, how many more of these are there? I think it's almost done. Or maybe not. I don't know. Damn it, this is ridiculous. These ones don't even have sound bites. Just dull. Okay, it must be nearly done. What's this? I should look up F-bar form. It's a form you have to file. It's a seriously fucked form. Well, you're going to have to enlighten me. This is a tax thing that you're talking about? Don't blame you for being... Okay. Oh, okay, that is it. So now I've just got to make them do things. Make all the youngsters do things. A lot of tapping. Okay. Make all the characters do something. Wait, what time is it? 8:30. She doing? All right. Well, okay. Half an hour of repetitive tapping. How entertaining is that? Good stuff. Good stuff. Quality content. God, I am tempted to have more of that eggnog, actually. I might do that. But I'm also going to get a different piece of ice, clean ice, because I want to try my new clarified cocktail that I haven't had a proper taste of yet. Let's go. Oh god, I got this weird orange peel I was freaking around with. I'm going to throw this in the bin while I go out. Okay, this will be like 30 seconds. Ugh. So I'm not doing any orange peel tonight, but I'm gonna do a cherry. Because I like the cherries, and they're kind of special. So the F bar is a form. You have to tell the American government how much money you have in your bank accounts, where it's held, what the account number is. That seems risky. That seems like a security risk. $10,000 fine per violation if you don't report. So I always joke about these look like urine samples. This looks like a sample from someone who has a urinary tract infection. Or at the very least, they're seriously dehydrated to the point they might need hospitalization. Oh dear. Ooh, I got 2 by accident. Well, that's a sign from God. I was meant to have 2 cherries. It's funny the things the US government gets heavy about. Like it's not at all surprising they get heavy about taxation because that's money. And they're serious about money. But so far as I know, Kinder eggs are still illegal there as a choking hazard. But they won't take any steps, any meaningful steps towards gun control. It's so weird. And it's like if you buy a lot of cough medicine, you're going to get reported to the feds because that's often used as a base for like hillbilly meth, I think. So yeah, just weird things they'll get all antsy about and quite important things that they won't. Yes, it does sound fucked, Justin. I'm definitely not going to argue with you on that. That sounds not great. So, yeah, not surprised you're pissed off about it. It sounds annoying as hell, and like I said, it just sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a security risk. And Jesus, whatever repository is holding that information must be under constant attack from malicious hackers, just because it's extremely valuable information for identity theft and getting a hold of people's bank accounts and all that sort of shenanigans. It just, seems like a bad idea. Who ever heard of the government having a bad idea, hey? What sort of crazy talk am I indulging in there? Suggesting governments have bad ideas. What a hippie. Where do I get off? Questioning the wisdom of governments, particularly in the realm of taxation. Governments never do anything bad about taxation. They don't misappropriate it. They don't overtax people who can't afford it. They don't give tax dodges to the wealthiest who need it least. Governments and taxation. Nothing wrong there. I want to do what just randomly popped into my head because I was saying taxation. You get this thing with libertarians being really angsty about taxation. I saw some video during the week. Trump ill-advisedly decided he was going to speak at a libertarian conference because he thought all right-wing fuckwits love him, and not these libertarians. They went quite feral on him, and he didn't cope with it all that well, but it was pretty goddamn funny to see, I have to say. Trump just kind of flailing about, not knowing how to handle what was going on. Pretty frickin' funny. I honestly don't blame him, because most of the people, most of the loudest people in the US who call themselves libertarian are liars. They're just right-wing pricks who don't want rules to apply to them. They're not libertarian at all. They're fucking borderline fascist, most of them, and they want to aggressively control the actions and freedoms of anyone and everyone they don't agree with. And a significant proportion of the ones who are left are fucking idiots, detached from reality. Well, Trump may well have said he might pardon Julian Assange, and who the fuck knows, he might. But when he was in office, he actually okayed quite aggressive pursuit of Assange. In short, Trump is a pathological liar, and anyone who votes for Trump based on some weird promise he makes or hints at is a fucking moron. The ones who vote for Trump knowing he's full of shit, but knowing he'll give them carte blanche to do whatever evil fucking shit they want to do, they're just garbage demons. But the ones who would be suckered by, if someone would change their vote because Trump said he might pardon Assange, they're a brain dead piece of shit. Because Trump just says whatever, whenever, and does whatever. Like, he literally might pardon Assange. But if you would change your vote based on a promise from Trump, you're a fucking idiot. Because even by politician standards, he's absolutely untrustworthy and means nothing he says. It's just everything's about him and his ego. And you're a fucking moron if you believe otherwise. I believe the scary, powerful people who are backing Trump have no illusions about what a lying, self-centered piece of shit he is. They're just extremely evil opportunists who see Trump as enabling their absolute worst nature, and they're just fucking going for it. So yes, if someone says, they're voting for Trump or they support Trump, it's like, well, are you evil or stupid? Because those are the only options. In fact, you could have the matrix, the XY matrix. Not even an XY, it's not the cross one, literally just an X and a Y, because they're either stupid, evil, or a terrifying combination. You do like a scatter plot of where do these various people sit on the stupid and evil scale. None of them are particularly smart, but anyone smart supporting Trump is evil as fuck. I mean, I am quite strongly of the opinion that anyone voting for Trump is an utter piece of shit. But some are more evil than others. Some are just gutter level, evil, bigoted fuckwits. But the rich and powerful ones, they're soulless monsters. Oh, yes. The verdict on the hush money trial could come soon. Could be later. Who knows? Actually, let's see if there's any headlines on it. Just while we're shit talking Trump. A Japanese whiskey. Sorry. Now I have to look at my emails. Audible, yes, I don't know. Actually, I do need an idea of what book to listen to next. Canva staff rap video goes viral. Oh no. They did a corporate rap. Let's see. Oh yeah, joking about how bad Google's AI search is. What's White Possum saying? Gin for a cause. Western Melbourne Gin Tasting Pack. Oh. All right, so Autonomy in Spotswood, they're Kwandong Gin. Here's looking at You Kid Spirits. I don't know them. A Yam Daisy Gin. Hobson's Distillery in Altona. I don't know them. A Barrel Aged Gin. Darker Gin Co. West Footscray. Native Fusion Gin. Don't know them. White Possum in Altona North. Bear Dry Gin. Noish. There you go. Oh, here's a Japanese whiskey super buy. Was $200, now $100. 50% ABV, non-chill filtered, 216 bottles only. I mean, yeah, that's honestly genuinely tempting. But I have several Japanese whiskeys. I don't really want any more. Look at me being strong-willed, not buying marked down booze just because it's marked down. I don't know what YouTube layout change you're talking about. Can you describe the YouTube layout change? Oh God, come on, don't even look at the sales, you idiot. Shouldn't be spending any more money. Got a stupid amount of herbal bottles. I came in here to look at news. That's right, I got distracted. Oof. Jesus Christ, there are always just fucked stories in the news. What are we doing? All right, let's just go. Trump. Hush. Trump hush money. Are there any news? Closing arguments. What happens if Trump's convicted in hush money trial? After 5 weeks, they're arrested. Closing arguments begin tomorrow, our time, Tuesday, or tonight maybe. Who knows? And then jury will start deliberations. After that, it's anyone's guess when they will return and what they'll decide. If he's found guilty on even one count, he'd become the first former US president with a criminal conviction, first major party candidate to run for the White House as a felon. That's right, because it's all felony charges. What happens? He's been free on bail. If the verdict's guilty, he'll probably still leave until sentencing. You're going to consider Trump's age, lack of previous conviction, and possibly his violation of court's gag orders. Sentence could involve a fine, probation, or supervision, or possibly prison time. Extremely unlikely. Trump would appeal a guilty verdict. It would take months or longer. Highly unlikely Trump would leave the court in handcuffs. Expected to remain free on bail while he appeals. Yeah, so even a verdict, even a guilty verdict, doesn't necessarily mean anything. Hey, Toby, how you doing? Video on the left, about 80% of the width. Description shown on the right in the big column. Comment scroll, the page itself doesn't. I don't think I have. That doesn't sound like the layout I have. Wait, I could look. I could open YouTube here and we'll look. Let's open YouTube. So you're talking about the layout when you watch a video. Not that one. Okay, I won't get a content match on this one, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to share what my YouTube layout looks like. Okay, so there's a video playing. Do that. So there's the video. There's some related things on the side and comments down there. So I think what you're describing is not what I get, honey. Same old, same old. So I don't think I'm getting what you're talking about. Honey? Yeah, I got the old view. So maybe it'll change at some point. I don't know. Well, look, I'm logged in on a different account in a different browser. Let's see what it does. No, different account, different browser. Still the same, still the old layout. So I don't know what their thing is with doing different things. Oh God, Toby, you saw VD. Severely drunk, didn't initially. Oh, dude, you know what? Tell him we worry about him. I don't know if it'll help. Like, and I'm being genuine. I'm not shit talking him. That would be too easy. You know? Tell him we're genuinely worried about him. We think he should get help. Don't think he should be so pissed off at the world. I think he should chill the fuck out. I just think, you know, get some help. And just, you know, don't have to fuck your life up, basically. Just, you know, worry about the boy, basically. Okay, honey has posted some. Okay. It's this image. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Sheer coincidence. I watched a bit of this video earlier today. It's a Hank Green video. But this is the different layout. So it's like comments on the side there. Huh. And who knows what that's about? And honestly, I'm still tripped out at Hank Green with curly hair too. For those who don't know who Hank Green is, he's an old school YouTuber, really. He was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, aka cancer. I suppose it was last year. Underwent treatment, chemotherapy, was as successful as those things get. And, you know, it worked. He's in remission, all that thing. But as with most chemo patients, he lost his hair. And, you know, shaved his head, was bald. It grew in curly. He had straight hair before, and his hair has regrown curly, and I'm still not used to it. It's been on show for a couple of months now. Hank's hair's grown in curly. I'm still not used to it. Toby, oh, sorry. So you've told VD you're concerned, and we're concerned. Yeah. No, he's got problems. He's got challenges. It's not good. Too young to fuck his life up for no good reason. But, you know, you and I can't do anything. No one external can do anything about someone in a state like that. They actually have to make the decision themselves to make the change. The idea that, you know, an external force can make someone who's doing self-destructive things stop doing the self-destructive things. It's not particularly real. They actually have to want to make the change, and they have to be self-motivated to make the change for change to happen, really. So, I remember seeing an interview with Anthony Hopkins about working on the movie in the 90s, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Gary Oldman was still young and was Dracula. And Anthony Hopkins is a recovering alcoholic, and he was on set. It was super obvious to him that Gary Oldman was an alcoholic and it was fucking up his life. But he's like, I just knew from experience, there's nothing I can do. No one could do anything for me. It had to reach the stage where I wanted to change. You know, and I could say supportive things to him, but literally nothing. I could tell him my whole story, and none of those things are going to make him stop abusing alcohol. He has to make the internal decision that he wants to stop to have any chance of getting over the extremely destructive relationship he had with alcohol. And that's why, as bad as it can make you feel, sometimes if someone you care about is in a self-destructive spiral, whether that be with alcohol, drugs, or any number of other things you can fuck your life up with, sometimes as much as you want to help them, you have to distance yourself. I mean, so I think it's always important to let the person know you're there for them anytime they're ready, but you can't fix them. You can be there for them, you can support them, but sometimes you actually need to protect yourself, because really self-destructive people will not hesitate to drag you down with them. And in the vast majority of cases, they will fuck over the people closest to them first. They will fuck over the people who are the most caring to them. Addiction is a terrible thing. And stuff that manifests in a really destructive way is really fucked up. Here's me stating huge, obvious things. But it's true. It's fucked up. You know what? I think I'm going to have a little bit more eggnog. It's a Tuesday night, and I think I'm also going to go... Okay, I'm going to go out for a minute or so, because I should get something non-alcoholic to drink as well. The eggnog's comparatively low alcohol, but it's still, you know, it's alcoholic. So I've just been drinking comparatively low alcohol things tonight. Eggnog and clarified cocktails, both of which are quite diluted. So Toby VD has no contact with his mum or brother, limited contact with his dad and stepmom. Yeah, well, they probably have to limit that for their own safety. Because people on a destructive spiral like that will just fuck people over. It's a very hard thing to balance, giving someone enough support and leaving a door open for them. So like, hey, when you're ready, when you want, here for support, but protecting yourself, because you do have to protect yourself. It can feel selfish, but someone in the depths of really self-destructive behavior will fucking hurt you really badly. It's fucking tough. Yeah. Justin, when you're in severe mental health distress, and addiction is a symptom of distress. It can be extreme distress can lead to addiction as a coping mechanism. But some people, particularly with the socially acceptable addictions like alcoholism, they may not even realize that they've got these demons, essentially. But the alcohol just exacerbates everything and becomes a drug of dependence, becomes a substance of abuse. So fucking ugly shit, man. And it's kind of like when you're on the outside and someone is having significant mental health challenges, you can be kind of like, oh, I don't want anything to do with them because what's fucked. But it's like, it's people who need help. And Jesus, striking that balance between providing help, providing support, and protecting yourself. It's borderline impossible to navigate. It's having a right answer is no straightforward thing. Yeah, no, Toby, you're an empathetic person. Of course, you're scared for him because how you describe it, he's really fucking things up. He's really fucking up his life. I think I vaguely heard the Super Size Me guy died. I just remember seeing a bunch of videos on YouTube of people debunking his Super Size Me thing. I don't know. But I've got a kind of low tolerance for people thinking they're smart on YouTube. What a wanker. After all the things I posted on YouTube, saying something like that. What a wanker. Honestly. Actually, I'm going to look him up. Super Size. Super Size Me Death. Auto-completed. The devastating death of Super Size Me director Morgan Spurlock. He was only 53. Tell you what, I'm going to look at that when I come back from getting a non-alcoholic drink and some eggnog. I'm going to drink most of the eggnog, and that'll just give me an excuse to make more eggnog, which will be ready for Christmas in July. Age it for a month, 6 weeks. That's a really good aging period. Hell yes, I'm making more eggnog. Anyway, but for now, just leave an empty chair and the pretty colours there. Move it back. All righty. Here we go. Got my newest non-alcoholic drink of choice. Sitting down. How much did the mic cost? I don't remember. It's just a Yeti Blue, probably from Officeworks, maybe from JB. I don't even remember. It's a good microphone though. All right, so we're going to read about Supersize Me. So his film may not have been entirely accurate, explored the dark side, documented gross things about McDonald's. 30-day trial infamously wrapped up with a sluggish filmmaker discovering he'd gained 25 pounds, slowed by the health concerns ranging from depression to high cholesterol to a diminished libido. Even after the movie's initial blitz, the director, who was born in West Virginia, studied film at NYU, racked up an extensive resume of projects. Nearly 70 movies he produced and directed. According to family members, his complications of cancer. His death at 53 spurred numerous tributes. Online rumors came from outside the food world. Okay. It doesn't say anything about his alcoholism, but of course, alcohol is a carcinogen. How did the BBC report it? Let's have a look. Died complications of cancer. Okay, so they're saying McDonald's scrapped the supersize option after the movie came out. In 2017, as allegations of sexual misconduct swept Hollywood, he penned a confessional essay referring to himself as part of the problem. He said he'd been accused of rape and paid to settle a claim of sexual harassment. He admitted cheating on every wife and girlfriend I ever had. He did a sequel. No one's mentioning anything about alcoholism. They're just saying it was cancer. Ooh, what Supersize Me star never told viewers? Married 3 times. Okay, this one says battled alcoholism, admitted to the allegations. Okay. Yes, again, McDonald's said his eating habits were unrealistic. No one ate Macca's 3 times a day, but it did scrap the supersized servings. Okay, so yes, he paid out. Okay, so that actually passingly mentioned his battles with alcoholism. There you go. You didn't eat McDonald's for years after watching. I still haven't watched it. Hello, Harry. How are you? You're saying he lied about being in it? I don't know. Anyway, In the film, he confronted a doctor, tells him he thinks weight gains from alcohol and not McDonald's. Okay. Oh, you mean, okay, he lied and said he wasn't alcoholic. Hey, Micro, how you doing? Yeah. I know, does it make it better when someone admits to being a flawed person or a bad person? Having a photo? I don't think he ever really admitted to bullshitting in Super Size Me. Good. Just about to leave work. Oh, you saw the film in school. I actually think I have it on DVD. Like it was like really cheap, like $5 or something. And I thought I'll watch that at some point, and I haven't. I'm actually not 100% sure I have it on DVD, but I think I do. Like a really cheap one. Micro, early morning and you're sleepy? That's fair. Man, I'm sleepy most of the time. The world is just a challenging place, is what I say. And sometimes you just feel sleepy. That's all there is to it. So I don't judge if you feel sleepy, no matter what time of the day it is. Because sometimes that's just the way it be. They say it don't be that way, but it do. Your Jojo kitty woke you up for a breakfast. Yeah. Cats will be like that. Shadow, our cat Shadow, has an extremely loud meow when she wants attention. And she just sounds really pathetic most of the time when she does it. She's an extremely weird, neurotic beast. She's just a weirdo. She is a real weirdo. So oh yeah, I was going to say everyone's done that. Multiple people have done it. So many people have done stuff. A McDonald's burger and fries. And one assumes it's because of the level of preservatives in them. They don't rot. The burger tends to shrink a bit as the moisture evaporates. But yes, so many people have done that thing with a McDonald's burger or McDonald's fries. Keep them for years or decades and they don't rot. Mokoseki Kitty's nice about it. Cuddles your face until you open your eyes. Better than screaming out. Yeah. No, Shadow does an incredibly unattractive, unappealing, extremely loud meow. Even just like she comes into the lounge room and watching TV and she just announces herself really loud. Salt and sugar as well, I think. Salt's a preservative, sugar's a preservative, and the Macca's food has a lot of both. And probably other sorts of preservatives as well. But yes, there's a little cottage industry of people keeping McDonald's items for years just to see that they do not actually rot. They don't grow fungus. They don't grow mold. Hey, look at this. Everyone in North America is logging in. Lugi's here too. Oh, my North American pals are popping up. Early morning for you, later in the evening for me. It's 40 minutes till bedtime. That's okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty fine. Sorry, just randomly. I got the neat little bottle, Chinese 5-spice bitters. Mr. Lee's ancient Chinese secret. Kind of racist, honestly. If I'm being honest. Say honest repeatedly. All right. I feel like I want some water. Just bring that over. Isn't it ironic? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know it's ironic. It's just scary to see the Zionists doing their level best to do a genocide and Not just be real cunts about it. Do some. No, we're not going to invade all of Dubbo. Just West. We're going to civilize West Dubbo. Oh, I didn't have family had birds, parrots growing up. I really like birds, but like on some level, it seems quite mean to keep them captive. But I do really like birds as pets, honestly. We had a sulphur-crested cockatoo that was a real talker. It was quite fun. Anyway, I just said, okay, doing this because I had this weird thing in my head. Yeah. Not just, UN and many countries recognizing Palestine, but also the International Criminal Court going, yeah, we should put out an arrest warrant for Netanyahu for war crimes because he's a fucking war criminal. Okay, so bitters, not something you're doing. What does it actually smell like? A good way, like to not just smell bitters, but actually rub it into your skin. And that really does smell kind of like Chinese cooking spices. That's what it smells like. Yeah, it's umami. Might put some of this in my freezer martini next time I do it, just to dirty it up a bit. A little bit of umami flavor in a martini is nice. Justin, you want to see me with a pet parrot? Actually, a parrot on the live stream would be fun, in all honesty, yes. Yeah, honestly, while there were various crimes against humanity that various people committed in Afghanistan and Iraq, what the Israeli military is doing in Gaza is horrifying. Oh, that's right. They did actually put one out for the Hamas leader as well to answer for an unprovoked murderous attack, which, again, yeah, is a crime that should be prosecuted. It is taking the heat off US. Although, again, you've got US complicity in the whole thing with arming Israel, but it's horrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Humans. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think humans are the problem. Humans just do the worst shit. And I can't quite process just how terrible humans are. Oh, eggnog tastes even better after I mix things up with a bit of the mineral water. Oh, yeah, no question. Like when people say, you're condemn what Hamas did. And yes, fuck me. Killing civilians like that, that's fucked and inexcusable. And we get people going, oh, no negotiation until they, release the hostages. Yeah, they should release the hostages. Or the good guys or kill another 10,000 children. Harry, naps fucking rock, dude. When it started, you're like, fuck him up. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like an outer scale reprisal, particularly when 95% or more of the casualties are civilian, is inexcusable. Yeah, I think it's like they went past the tipping point. The thing with the hostages, Israel rejected several proposals to return the hostages. It's not about the hostages. That's a fucking lie. It's about the fucking pseudo-fascist Zionists fucking taking over what they want to take over. Yeah, Michael, they're not at least gone because Israel keeps bombing the areas where the hostages probably were. I mean, Hamas is probably trying to keep hostages alive because they're of some value. If sanity ever prevails, might be a prisoner trade, you know, but Jesus Christ, the whole thing is fucked. Yes, I agree, Justin, that parrots tend to be very social. Would kind of be funny to have one on the live streams. You're right, but I'm not planning to, as much as I think parrots cute. I just have misgivings about having one in captivity. But like I said, I did grow up with birds as pets. Yeah, Daniel, he's going to jail for breaking the law. I think a bunch of people should be going to jail for much longer than him for the war crimes he exposed. And I think we can have a good and spirited conversation of the laws that he's being prosecuted under are unjust, but a pure and simple statement of fact is he broke among the most serious laws you can break, and he knew he was breaking them, and that's why he's going to jail. And I think it is an ugly, fucked up thing from the government and the military trying to discourage other whistleblowers. I think it's bullshit. Oh, thanks, Justin. I think I'd be a good parrot owner too. Hello, Hannah. On a plane? What you doing on a plane? But, you know, fun to use free plane Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh, Netanyahu's a fucking monster. So 7:30 a.m. for you, Harry. 9:30 p.m. for me. Oh, God, though. WMDs. Wasn't that fucking embarrassing in retrospect? The complete lie there. Upgraded to business class. Didn't have the audacity to seek potential love of your life. Damn, Hallmark movies lied to you. But still, a business class upgrade? Nice. Never happened. Well, I have not flown very much at all in my life. I have seen various people post videos on YouTube of what is sometimes called Emperor class that's only on some airlines, where it's basically a fucking apartment. You have a couple of rooms, you have a bedroom and like a lounge room and like a kitchen. It's a mini apartment on a fucking plane. Insane. I think it's like tens of thousands of dollars. Actually, let's look it up. I love looking stuff up. Most expensive flight. Most expensive flight ticket currently available is not Emirates, Etihad Airways. Etihad Airbus A380 Suite, the residence, from New York to Abu Dhabi, 61,000 euros. Jesus, what's the fucking exchange rate at the moment? Somewhere between 120 and 150,000 Australian dollars. Crazy. Okay. Ah, yes, private service, maximal comfort, luxury catering. Lobster tails, caviar service. So here's the thing, like when I've done international flights, I've tried to sleep as much as possible. If I was on one of those, honestly, even just fucking business class, I'd be fighting to stay awake the whole time. Oh God, micro. Two good things about Florida oranges, and I forget the second thing. Massive bruise on your forehead made them go, better keep this one close. You still got a bruise on your forehead. Oh my God. Plane's almost empty. Noosh. Yes. Normal economy, keep your seatbelt fastened. The Emperor class, the 61,000 euro, no running by the pool. They tend to have a private bar as well. Oh, you say Moist Critical. That's a YouTube channel based in Florida, I'm assuming, from what you've been saying. First class ticket includes culinary catering, served on porcelain plates, served as a multi-course meal. Menu includes dishes such as sous vide cooked lobster tail as an appetizer, poached black cod with truffled leek puree for the main course, yogurt ice cream with warm morello compote for dessert. Menu is often created in collaboration with star chefs, top restaurants around the world. Lufthansa prominently advertises its caviar service, which can be served as a separate course at any time. In addition to the Boeing, Lufthansa's first class includes Airbus 340. Airline uses European long-haul jet. Okay, but the most expensive flight. High-end airline Emirates repeatedly announced the expansion of its luxurious facilities. Since its founding, the airline from Dubai has regularly set new standards in the field of luxury scheduled flights. Exclusive cooperations with well-known champagne brands and caviar. It's just the beginning. A whole series of marketing offensives, which the world's first-class airlines were anything. So, but nevertheless, the most expensive flight ticket currently available is Etihad, the Residence, 61,000 euro. First class beyond first class. Suite on the upper deck of Airbus A380 covers 40 square meters, has a private bathroom and a bedroom with a queen-sized bed. Flight takes 12 hours, 30 minutes. Ticket price includes a chauffeur service to the airport and permanent assistance from a butler trained for royalty. Honestly, someone also better give you hand jobs. That's all I'm saying. I'm paying all that money without hand jobs. You collect Qantas points for the upgrades. Nice. You have a credit card. They serve alcohol. Long flights are all right. And keep people spending that much money as drunk as possible so they don't realize what they're paying. Yeah, fair. Little leg room. Yeah, fuck the cabin. Yeah, I don't want the luxury food. And I don't really want to be in a fucking apartment when I'm in a plane. No, Airbuses do not tend to fall apart like the Boeing planes. But yeah, we've got some more details here. In view of the dimensions of the residence, 29,000 euro ticket. Emirates airline flies its guests in the exclusive ambiance of Los Angeles. Almost 29,000 euros is a bargain. Travel experience the Airbus 16 hours. Long flight time can be spent many ways. For example, in the spa, bathrooms with exclusive soaps and creams, heated carpeting, and a wellness shower. Alternatively, passengers can sleep on the flight, do so in style. But I would not sleep. What the fuck is that about? I would be awake the whole time. Just give me every fucking thing I've paid for. Korean technology and a cinema atmosphere, 26,000 euros. Korean Air as an Airbus A380, New York to Seoul. Tech-savvy Korean score points with the latest generation of in-flight entertainment cinematic atmosphere at lofty heights. High partitions provide privacy. Seat can be converted into a comfortable reclining area for restful sleep at the touch of a button. Oof. I also like some of them have full bars and stuff. Oh God, Raze, what are you doing? You smell like ball sweat and kitty litter. Yeah. Our man works hard. Far too hard, I think. Yeah, Hannah, it's like staying at fancy hotels. You got to steal all the amenities. You got to get everything. 2 weeks of night shifts. God damn it. And you kind of got a day off today. Jesus. Fuckers have got to pay you, man. You work really hard. I won't stand for you not being paid properly. For a day off, studying 50 years of codes and alerts. Oh, good God. Jesus Christ, dude. Doing homework on your day off. Yeah, you got to do the job right, I guess. You're a man who's going to do the job right. God damn it. I'd just say, man, they got to fucking treat you right. Got to be really pissed off at them if they don't. You got to answer to me like that's a threat, as if they care. So okay, I'm also exchange rate. So what was it? 61,000 euro? Okay. Euro to Australian dollar. 1.63. So Jesus Christ. So 161,000 euros. Fuck me. That's $250,000. That fucking flight is $250,000. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. There's these whole industries that's just designed to give people who are far too rich something to spend money on, from cars that cost $10 million to watches that cost $500,000 to a single fucking flight that costs $250,000. It's fucking bullshit, man. Ray should introduce much more. Yeah, I mean, I think we all think that. What did Ray say? They try to argue when you're looking for a day off. Yeah. No, they need you, man. They fucking need you. Oh, Jesus, look, you got your landlord trying to steal money. Fucking landlords. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, we could be the threat, Hannah. Ray tells them pay up or a bunch of neurospices will mildly roast you in a live stream chat. Yes, well, they finally gave you the day off. Yeah, fucking lay it on the line, man. Now, our dollar is piss weak. Well, it's weird. The whole dollar thing, it's, it's made up. It would suck if you were traveling or buying stuff from overseas. But Australian exporters, like particularly all the miners and shit, they fucking love it because they make a fortune when the Australian dollar's low. Oh yeah, no, I'm kind of like, sure, those industries exist just to take fucking money. So yeah, no one's going to charge me $250,000 for a flight, but it's just like there literally is shit designed just to take money off people. Like I am super old, right? So I remember various models. I remember when hotels having suites that cost $1,000 a night was mind-blowingly outrageous. Let's look up. Seeing we just looked up most expensive flight. Let's look up most expensive hotel in the world. Yeah, US $300,000 per night. Wait, that doesn't make sense. 292. That's more. But yeah, there are places that charge. Here we go. Image gallery, most expensive hotels in the world. There's an underwater hotel. Okay, this website is obviously fucking generated by fucking AI. Because it says the most expensive is 292,000 per night. It says the second most expensive is 500,000. It says the third most expensive is 100,000. It says the fourth most expensive is 750,000. There's 80,000. So there's no one fucking proofreading this. They're getting one too many zeros on it. This is put together by fucking AI. Oh wait, this is one of those things that pops up some dumb shit. No. Okay. I clicked away from it, but a thing actually popped up that said, "Why are you going away?" Inaccurate. Fuck you, you fucking fucks. Using AI to generate this fucking crap. Fuck you. Okay, man. It's just so hard to tell, like, all these fucking shitty sites that are fucking... Okay, so everyone appears to agree the most expensive hotel in the world is an underwater hotel in St. Lucia, which I think is in the Caribbean. $250,000 US per night. Like I said, I remember when $1,000 per night was outrageous. And now there's somewhere that's $250,000 a night. Literally, it's just to take money off people. It's ridiculous. Neat. What are you going to watch, Rays? That's a good thing to do. Oh, I went through a whole thing where I was being paid by someone from the US and I was making lots. But then the Australian dollar approached parity. And so over a 6-month period, my effective pay went down quite a lot. That's also probably true, Micro. The richer you are, the more shit you can get away with at a hotel because they want your money. So they will indulge your bullshit. But I mean, again, I'm just going to go on about how old I am now. I remember when the news broke that, the first fucking terrace in Paddington sold for $1 million in Sydney. That was outrageous. Those things would be like 10 million, 20 million now. And again, when there was an apartment on fronted onto Sydney Harbour that was $1 million, those are now be tens of millions. Jesus Christ. If I did work from home for a US company, would that increase my pay? Probably. Like I said, the exchange rate is shit. Like it's like $1.50 Australian to $1 US. So if on paper someone was paying me in US dollars what I'd normally get in Australian dollars, I'd get 50% more money. And then nothing makes you laugh more. Sorry, very rich cruiser. New dad's old ship's basically like they're the ship. Ugh. Again, rich people acting like they own shit. There's a couple therapeutic movies for that came out in the last couple of years. One's called Triangle of Sadness, and the other one's called The Menu. Both movies are basically rich people getting what they fucking deserve. So the rich person who thought they owned the ship abused the hell out of staff, demanded to speak to someone in charge, either your dad or the captain. Captain told him to fuck off. So your dad said he'd deal with them. But again, that's just gauche. When you get rich people who act like fuckwits, they're just fucking scum. And they're insecure. And they do that shit. They're fucking insecure. Oh, yes. Very good call. I know you have those whole state tax things, Micro. So I'd want to work for someone that doesn't collect state taxes. Yeah. So when your dad took over, they went off on him, demanding they be given better service. Dad obliged, said he would personally escort their journey. Somehow I feel like your dad's got some massive payback coming. God, I love your stories, Hannah. Promptly escorted them with security, offloaded them in a foreign port, personally handed over their passports to port authorities, wish them safe travels home. That's like, we're not here for your bullshit. Nicely done. Nicely done, Hannah's dad. Little round of applause. Golf clap. Yeah, it's just like, fuck them. Yeah, and again, it's just like, fuck. Yeah, and I don't want to defend any rich people, but you do get rich people who do actually understand that that sort of fuckery is unwarranted and they won't do it. Marco, you're hungry. Oh, I hope you fix that. So most times cruise companies just give in. That's how many people fund their next cruises. They act like an asshole on one cruises and they get refund. Oh, geez, what a fucking nightmare. I just can't do that to people. There's two reasons. There's two reasons I won't fucking harass people in service roles. And this is whether it's in retail or hospitality or whatever. Two reasons I won't hassle them. One is they're fucking people and they're doing a job and the job probably fucking sucks. So don't make their life any worse. The second reason is because I fear their retribution. Like, I cannot get over abusing someone who serves you food and your food comes from somewhere where you think they're not spitting in your food, for fuck's sake. I will, like I said, I just, as a rule, don't abuse people in service roles. And it's mostly because they're people. But I do also fear their retribution. So these people were next level, threatening violence. Dad didn't give a rat's ass. Fuck off. You're annoying. You're saying people have control of what you want done. Yeah, no. I can't fucking come at abusing someone who's doing something for you. And like I said, it's double barreled. One is just they're a fucking person and they're doing something for you. Don't abuse. Second one is they'll have some terrible retribution. And you watch the most calm person drop kick an electronic item clear across the back top. It has to be broken and the customer to return. Oh, like, ever notice when countries go to shit the rich, take the money with them, leave the country worse off? Well, look, okay. I think the whole thing with investment and capital and whatnot is push-pull. You need to place boundaries on exploitative practice in capitalism. Let's just say that. But also there is kind of a special breed of people who will do stuff that other people won't do, which will result in advances that otherwise never would have happened. And, you know, I'm kind of into supporting those people. But, you know, crony capitalism, late stage capitalism is just a fucking criminal enterprise. You work service desk. If you abuse me, you won't get what you want. Yeah. Work to rule and make everything really slow. Go above and beyond to help nice people. Yeah, you do stuff extra because they were nice. Well, again, Micro, I think swings and roundabouts. I think when you really look at when someone's wealthy, you're like, why are they wealthy? Who was exploited in order for that person to amass wealth? If people can amass wealth without exploiting and abusing other people, then more power to them. If they've amassed that wealth through exploitation and abuse, then they should be answerable for that. I like that, Hannah. If you're going to return something one day past return window and you're a dick, sorry, rules are rules. Yeah, but yeah. And again, 2 reasons that I will be nice to people in service roles. First one will always be because they're people. And I know that it's a hard job and they get shat on all the time. And you just want to be nice and respectful because they're people. But the second one is because, they might look after you if you're nice. Luke, you're going to mopping today? I mean, honestly, I probably should do something similar. I felt a bit industrious today. I was chopping tree branches off. Neighbour's got this tree that lunges right out over our clothesline, and I was cutting off some more branches that were overhanging our place. Well, I hope that I'm generally not an asshole. But that's like manifested in the other rules. It's just and also because I work service roles, it's so I know what it's like. I know what it's like when people are complete fucking dicks to you. Well, Micro, if you think rich people aren't exploiting other people to the point of slavery, I just think you maybe need to look into it a bit deeper. Oh, yeah, no. Always here, matey. Yeah, well, he's across the road rather than next door. But yeah, for those who don't know what Hannah's talking about, he's a big guy, he's a young adult. He has some sort of fairly profound developmental disability. He's very loud. He shouts a lot, but he's got a trampoline, which he fucking loves. And when he bounces on it, it's the best thing in the world. And he's very loudly proclaiming to the world he's having the best time in the world. Just really loudly. And I think it was like, yeah, the best investment his parents ever made, getting him the trampoline, because he fucking loves it. And more power to him. Getting is a dude who has severe challenges in life and just ripping this pure joy out of life just by fucking bouncing on a trampoline. And yeah, I love to hear it, Hannah. You can tell someone's worked in a service role when you're serving them. Yeah. People in service roles. Oh yeah, no. Anyone who wants to hassle this guy for being loud, although occasionally he's clearly angry and acting out with his parents because he'll be swearing, he'll be shouting about something, and there's quite an angry tone. But again, you can tell our man has probably a limited range of expression, and literally most of the time he's expressing joy. He's expressing all is cool in the world. I have heard him clearly expressing anger as well. So I imagine there's a bunch of challenges for his folks as well. But like I said, when I realized he's just making so much noise, I was going, what is that? And I could actually see him. He's bouncing on the trampoline. I was going, man, he fucking loves that trampoline. Like, he loves it so much. I'm not sure. I say so many ridiculous things, Micro. I don't know what I challenged you to. If you have a food allergy, comes up a lot, add a note order. And you say, I know it's not an allergen-free environment, take full responsibility. Yeah, good. Yeah. And it's a whole thing, yeah. Oh, so this trampoline, it's one of the ones that has like the safety net all around it. Not like the ones I grew up with, which were fucking death traps. It has a safety net all around it. And lad who's probably taller than me is like really bouncing high and grabbing on, just having a time. Oh, that challenge accepted. Can't hear joy and be in a bad mood. You're going to accept that challenge. Oh dear. Yeah, so when you say you're taking responsibility, oh, you've worked hospo. Yeah. 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 And again, I think I got on the good side of one of the weekends away Mrs. Anger and I did. Like we do weekends away to places that have distilleries. We went to Healesville because the Four Pillars distillery is there, which just had this huge, like, $1 million expansion. And it's a place where you can get, well, it's not really like full meals, snacky stuff, but it's good, but really good cocktails. And we're looking at the cocktail menu, and they got really interesting stuff. And one, it was like there was some infusion. It was basically cheese and onion. I think there was a foam on a thing. So it was a cocktail. It was a savory cocktail. It had this like cheese and onion infusion in it. It was fucking awesome. And it was like so unusual, and it was really good. I was like, this is incredible. Like I was giving it a like 9 out of 10. And one of the staff said like, oh my God, we get this one returned so often because people aren't ready for a savory cocktail. And I said, it's in the description. The description talks about the cheese and onion infusion. What the fuck are they talking about? And the people say, oh, it's just what people are. I said, you know what? You should hire me. In fact, you don't have to pay me. I'll just be here. And every time someone orders that cocktail after reading the description and then wants to send it back, I'll fucking slap. I will slap them. I will slap them to put some sense. And the people just cracked up laughing. Like you could tell that was what they thought. It was like, we give you this really clear description. This is a savory cocktail, and you order it, and then you can't handle it and go, oh no, take it back. And I was just like, no, I'll just slap them, because this was incredible. This is really good. Like it was just a really innovative cocktail, and it tasted fantastic. And it was like what it said on the box. The description talked about the cheese and onion infusion, and yeah, so it was a cocktail that was savory, and it was friggin' awesome. And I just thought the idea that people would complain about this cocktail, I just want to fucking slap them, honestly. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. And you worked in a cafe. You'd have people who wanted a refund on coffee because it tasted like coffee and they don't like coffee. That sums people up right there. God damn it. Oh yeah, what's 0 Fahrenheit to Celsius? Let me, again, we're on the internet. I'm gonna look. 0F to C. Christ, that's minus 18. That is fucking minus 18. That's psychotically cold. Good God. No, it's not minus fucking 10. It's minus 18. No, that's horrific. That's horrifically. That's about as cold as humans can feel. I remember Canadian friends live in places that would get to minus 30 Celsius or lower. And they just said, yeah, after about minus 15, 20, you can't feel the difference. So, Lugie, you reckon in Indiana, minus 30? Okay, now I need to look that up. Minus 30. See, that's only minus 34. It gets closer. So yeah, that's kind of like what my Canadians friends said. That was the temperatures. Yeah, like they get 2-3 meter snow drifts, and yeah, minus 30 Fahrenheit. And it was just like, Jesus. Hannah, flight's nearly done. I'm nearly done. I'm going to bed too. So thank you everyone for joining me. Look at me. Did I mention earlier I got 2 cherries when I stepped into the jar? So I get to have 2 cherries before bedtime because I'm a special boy. Yeah, Sure Cold Hot was fucking up your nerve endings. Michael, you're going to feel the difference between 32 and 33. Well, I mean, our hot days are 100 Fahrenheit and higher. I mean, we're arguably like at the start of winter now. It's supposed to be 20 Celsius. So, okay, we're getting like 65 to 68 Fahrenheit at the start of winter. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that warm. Anyway, we literally talked about the weather. Oh, we talked about everything. That was fun. Okay, hope you all had a good time. Hope you all take care of yourselves. I'm going to toddle off to sleepy bobos now. I will probably be back on Thursday. We'll see what happens. But Thursday is a probable thing. So please